What's up, family? Welcome back to UCLA Football TV, hosted by West739. Let's really talk about this, because I don't think people fully understand what Nico staying at UCLA actually means. I'm not talking about the hype. I'm not talking about that announcement that he made on Instagram, even though it was exactly what we needed to hear. I'm talking about the overall decision, because in this era, quarterbacks don't wait around. If they don't feel protected, they move on. We've seen it. If they get homesick, they move on. If they don't feel developed, they will move. If they don't see direction, they're out of there. They're going to move. And nobody would have blamed him after last year. Watching him run around for his life on Saturdays, nobody would have blamed him. But guess what? He stayed. And that's not a small accomplishment. That says a lot about Bob Chesney and what they initially said to him to keep him there. Did NIL play a huge part? Of course it did. But trust me when I tell you, he would have got that NIL wherever he chose to go. And that's not small. And that tells me something. And before we get emotional about it, just think about the reality. He had options. Trust me when I tell you he had options. Real options. He didn't make it public because after what he went through the previous year to end up at UCLA, he needed something low-key, less stressful, and he needed to make a statement as far as being with his family. And he decided this was the place to keep building. So now the question shifts, right? It's not, is Nico talented? We've seen that already. We know that already. It's not, can he make throws? We know he can make throws, but can he be a little bit more accurate? Can he stand in the pocket and put the ball on target? We know he can run because we've seen that too. The real question is, what changes around Nico? Because last year, let's keep it real, protection wasn't consistent. The interior communication got shaky at times. We've seen it with our own eyes. The tackles looked like they were out there surviving. They was not in control. And Nico still stood there. He took hit after hit, but that dude locked in, and it was impressive. He still delivered. He still took hits and popped back up. And that matters, you guys. That shows character. That shows a lot about the kid. It also shows leadership. And let's be honest, having a quarterback like that is exactly what we need for Bob Chesney's first year. This is Nico's third year. SEC 1 year, second year in the Big Ten. The dude is putting in some reps. Now, fast forward. We have new bodies at the tackle position. Actual size, actual length. Guys who've played real snaps, interior competition. And yes, the center position is still a little shaky. You know how I feel about that. Samu did a great job when he first got there. Last year it was rough, but I'm not putting it all on him because the entire team underperformed last year. But if we can get the center position flowing like it's supposed to, because that position touches everything. And if that spot is stabilized, everything else is going to slow down. And when it slows down for the quarterback, that's when you start seeing the difference. Because a lot of people underestimate that half second when you get to make another decision and you get a chance to check the ball down to your third or fourth receiver. I'm not saying it's going to be like that all the time, but just having an opportunity to kind of go option A, option B, and then swing it to the running back and coming out of the backfield, that's huge. That's that 0.5 second that the offensive line can give you. And that's the difference between forcing a throw and stepping in 2-1, between bailing and scanning the field, between surviving and actually operating out there. And that's where I think this conversation really lives, family. Subscribe to the channel. Lock in. Let's get back to it. I feel like we're going to win 9 games. I feel like it in my heart that we're going to make a bowl game. But I'm not here to pump you guys' heads up. I'm here to let you know that UCLA has arrived. And we're not stepping on that field to F around like we did last year. We're here. And not only are we here, we're not going nowhere. Next year, we're going to find out. Do the offense look like it's operating correctly? Do they actually have a plan? Is Nico going to be scrambling around all game? Or is the run play going to actually be a part of the offense, which we think it will be based on what the quarterback did in JMU? Now, zoom out with me, family. We're heading into year 3 in the Big Ten. And this isn't, are we built for it anymore? That conversation is already past us. This is a different tone altogether, different expectations. You don't walk into Michigan hoping. You got to go to Michigan ready to slap them in the face. You got to go to Michigan ready to win. You got to be prepared. When Michigan come to the Rose Bowl, we got to be ready for that game. You don't walk into Oregon hoping. We've played Oregon for years now. We're not scared of Oregon, but this is not the same Oregon that we've been playing. Every team that's come over from the Pac-12, they're building completely different rosters, trenches, depth, that entire setup. And UCLA is right there. And that's why I'm so excited. And you better have something steady under center. And guess what, family? We do. And you know who I'm talking about. We got our 5-star quarterback. And that doesn't mean perfect. It means steady. And steady changes how you feel about Saturdays. Because when your quarterback play is shaky, everything else feels fragile. We're constantly just wondering what's about to happen. When is the interception coming? Is he going to get sacked? But when he's steady, mistakes don't feel like that, family. You can survive bad series. You can survive a slow start. You can settle into a game. And that's huge in this division. This league, you need a good quarterback. Now let's talk about what this signals. Lock in. Because quarterback talk, receiver talk, lineman talk, when a guy with options decide to stay at UCLA, that tells the locker room something important. It should tell you and me something important. It tells recruits something important. It tells the staff something. It says, I see where we're going with this. And that's trust. And trust inside a program, that's hard to fake, family. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that we're going to make the playoffs. Let's relax. I am saying the most important position in football is not a question mark for us next year. And that hasn't always been true. Ethan Garbers was good, but was he Nico? Was he serviceable? Was Garbers serviceable? Did he play his ass off? Yes, he did. And if this line takes a step forward and just be a lot better than last year, not elite, functional. Now Nico doesn't have to run for daylight every play. Now he can sit there and read. Now he can step into the pocket. Now he can manipulate the plays, what he used to do in high school. And that's when the game starts to flip for us. We start to win those close plays. We start going for it more on 4th downs. When we can trust our quarterback to grab a quick 2 yards, that's going to put us in a great position. And here's what we all need to be watching for. I'm watching body language. Does he look calm in October? Does he look in control in November? Because if he does, we're damn sure moving in the right direction. If he looks rushed again, it might be a rough year. But guess what, family? We're still early. Simple as that. Spring ball is coming up. Make sure you stick around for tomorrow's video. And I'll say this before I get out of here. You can build around a stable quarterback. You can recruit around one. You can develop around one. But if the foundation can't protect him, if the offensive line can't do what they're supposed to do, it's going to be shaky back there. And right now, I'm excited. I feel like we got the right quarterback for the job. And Bob Chesney and his staff did a great job by bringing him back. And this feels like something. And this is the first time something actually might be taking shape. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like we're stable at the quarterback position? I'm not talking about quarterback 2 or quarterback 3 or 4. I'm talking about QB1. Or are we one protection breakdown away from feeling that panic that we felt last year again? Be honest. You already know how we do it over here, family. If you're locked in with UCLA football 5 days a week, make sure you're already subbed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel is completely free. UCLA football hosted by West 739. Fours up.